What's up, guys? It's Mexico87 here with a review for Strictly Sega of America. This is my first game review, Gex, for the Sega Saturn. Now this game is also available for the Sony PlayStation, PC, 3DO, and like I said, of course, the Sega Saturn. Now if you haven't played this game from Crystal Dynamics, then I gotta say you're missing out on a pretty damn good game. I originally played this game on the 3DO and didn't pick it up till about a year later and all that for Christmas and all that. Well, actually, I didn't pick it up. My brother wanted this game for Christmas. My mom, knowing her, she wasn't gonna say no. But anyway, so I gotta say this is probably one of the best games that I played from Crystal Dynamics. Well, at least one of my favorite games that I played from Crystal Dynamics. Alright guys, the main story in this game is that Gex is this lazy gecko who gets pulled into the TV by an evil guy named Max. Okay, that's all I really gotta say about this, but it's more funnier if you watch it, so go ahead and watch it.
Little did I know, my snack was sent by Rez.
Now I gotta say, the only difference I think between the 3DO version and the Sega Saturn version is the Sega Saturn version used passwords to continue on your progress, whereas the 3DO allowed you to save to the system. And I believe that's it, but hey, I could be wrong.
Lock and load, little lizard.
Alright, I gotta say for its time, Gex had pretty good graphics for its time and all that. I mean, there's nothing really to complain about this. I mean, Gex is carefully animated and the backgrounds all look, yeah, I guess you can say the way they look. Now the cool thing about this game is the environments and all that. As you can see here, we begin in the graveyard. And the main objective of every level is to find the remote. Without that, you can't continue on to the next level. And Gex, of course, has a few funny things to say and all that, but if you feel like turning off the voice, you can always do that, but I just leave it on, because as a matter of fact, he does say some pretty interesting things. The level design in this game is pretty good too and all that, because not only do you get to enjoy different environments such as the graveyard, Toon World, Kung Fu Village, Jungle, and a few other places which I won't mention, but you get to enjoy these cool levels such as this level right here, the Twin Towers level, which the main objective of this level is to climb to the top of the tower and of course grab the remote and then you move on. You can also obtain these cool power-ups such as this Ice Breath, of course Fire, and Electric Breath. This game is pretty challenging too and all that. I mean, don't expect to beat it in one day unless you really try. Alright, this is a boss that I just had to show you. I just call him the lazy, out of shape, beer drinking Superman. I don't know if that's what he's drinking, but that's what I just call him. You can call him whatever you want. But in particular, this boss battle right here I find hilarious. I mean, not only is he farting across the screen trying to kill you, but you have these anvils falling, almost crushing you. But I gotta say, this boss battle in particular is pretty cool and all that. I mean, you knock these anvils on him, you carefully time out your shots, and once you do that, you gain a remote for the new world, which continues on the game.
This place is hotter than Tom Arnold's sauna pants.
The control in this game is pretty good too and all that. I mean, it's pretty easy controlling Gex and all that. There's no problem with him here and all that. I mean, you can climb on the ceiling, on the walls, all over. There's nothing too much I can say about control other than it's really good and all that. This game's pretty fun too and all that. I mean, because I like the different environments too. One of the things here that you can do and all that to unlock a new world are these bonus stages, which if you're perfect at this, you know, completing the goal 100%, not only will you gain some extra lives, but you'll also gain a piece of the remote, which will open this new world called Planet X. Now I'm not going to say too much about that other than if you open it up, believe me, that world will pose so much of a challenge. This game has a lot of secrets, and as far as fun goes, this game is really fun and all that, because you can play through every level you want and all that, but if you don't go exploring around the level, then you won't find the many secrets in this game. And believe me, looking around for those hidden, paths and all that, and secrets, some stuff that you might not have seen the first time around, it's always interesting to go back. I mean, like I say, it's always interesting to go back and play through the level one more time, because in this game there's probably something you missed unless you've mastered this game.
This looks like an all-nighter at Richard Simmons' house.
Alright, the only thing I would have left to tell you about this game is whether I would recommend it or not. Actually, I would recommend this game and all that for regardless of whatever system you play this for. Because believe me, Gex, I've had, many good memories playing this game and all that growing up and all that. And I gotta say, this game still poses somewhat of a challenge.
Trick or treat.
It's affordable. I can usually find this game for the Sega Saturn from anywhere from $10 to $25. And that's with the case, $25. But I gotta say, if you got a chance, you should definitely pick up Gex. And if you don't own this for your Sega Saturn or any system that it's available for, definitely check this game out. Alright guys, now it's time for final score. This is the rating system I'll be using for as long as I'm reviewing games and all that. And what I do is I add up the score from 5 categories divided by 5, the overall score divided by 5, and we get 4 out of 5. And I gotta say, definitely check this game out if you get a chance. And I gotta say, this is one hell of a game. So, thanks for checking out this review. Have a safe and happy Halloween 2009. And expect more of Expo 87 on Strictly Sega of America.
There is no
I plan to bring you more game reviews in the future. Peace out, folks.